Need more beard. Thank you for joining for another outdoor video that's indoors. I'm I'm the half insane outdoor guy apparently. Anyway, so we were gonna go outside, we're gonna go up the mountain, do something fun, send the snake scope down in some holes, check out what's down in there. I got a 20-foot long snake scope, but it got quite blustery. It's calmed down a bit, but we still have quite a bit of wind. So thought, why not do a dollar store video, you know, items that you can get from the dollar store to make camping a little bit easier and a lot cheaper. So let's do it. The first item on the list is in my bag. These things, dehydrated food. This doesn't even weigh an ounce. Throw it in your pack. I call it trail food. Pull it out, eat it while you're walking. Kind of help keep your energy up, keep your motivation up, because when your energy dips down and you're hungry, you get hangry and you get grouchy, and something very cheap like this, dehydrated food, very light, very easy. Grab it for a snack on the go. Next item on the list, a lot of people talk about an Nalgene bottle. With an N, Nalgene bottle. ABS plastic, they're known to hold a seal very well. Picked one up at the dollar store. It's not name brand Nalgene. It's even got a sticker on it that says BPA free, British People's Association. So I guess if you're from Great Britain, sorry. I have no idea what that stands for. Anyway, use that as a water bottle. Throw some hot water in it, stick it in the foot of your sleeping bag, help you stay warm. I think that would, I'm gonna go ahead and give it a try. I think that'll work excellently. ABS plastic even, high impact. Same thing as an Nalgene bottle. It's a little bit thinner, a little bit smaller, but it's got the wide top and it'll hold your food, hold your hot water. You can either do what's called cold eating. You put some raw manuals in there, throw it in your backpack, the water. You don't even need to heat up water with it. I think that's disgusting. Sorry for all those who do that. I don't mean to offend you or anything. But yeah, there you go. Water bottle, it's $1, ABS plastic. Next item I picked up, I'm actually pretty excited about this. Cotton balls and hand sanitizer. I like to use a fire still. I like to use a bow drill. I don't like to carry around, to me it's kind of cheating to use a lighter. I carry one, but I don't like to use it. It's more fun to start a fire with a spark, you know. I suck at making feather sticks, and we don't have birch around here, so what I have been using is dryer lint. How about this? Cotton balls, soak it in a little bit of hand sanitizer. This is 70% alcohol. Alcohol burns very well. Cotton ball, very, very light. Take a couple of these, 3, 4, 5, 6, I don't care, the whole bag if you want. Mix the rubbing alcohol in there, mix the hand sanitizer in there, throw a spark at it, light it right up. No need to fiddle with feather sticks, find it. Not even that. We have pines here, and the pines we have are almost like bamboo, and they dry that, meaning that they've got segments. So you make a fire stick, if you want to make your fire curls about that long, you're good to go. Otherwise, I'm gonna give this a try. I think it'll work well. Next item on the list, speaking of making a fire with a bow drill, you gotta blow those things. Sometimes you gotta blow them a lot. When you get that little kindle, your little tinder burner, you'll be blowing on that sucker for days. And I don't like that. You get lightheaded. So I thought of picking out one of these things. This is just canned air. Well, canned gas. I thought for a second we could use this. However, thought, well, what if the canned gas is carbon dioxide? Fire doesn't like carbon dioxide. Plants do. They live on it. But on the back there, if you can see that, focus, you stupid. Maybe if I hide for a minute, it'll focus. Flammable. Let's keep away from flames. So I think, okay, it's either oxygen or something else that will burn. Doesn't say what it is, but I'm going to try this. We're going to make a bow drill, make 2 types of bow drills. In an upcoming video, you'll see me using this to blow it. The next item on the list, duct tape. Duct tape is magic. Duct tape is awesome. Now, the last time I went out, if you look at my 45-minute long video, I don't know if I showed it. I probably should have, because I made some bad mistakes. Like I said, here we got a lot of pine pops. Popping coals burn holes in tarps very, very well. So, duct tape. Wrap it around your Nalgene ball. Wrap it around your leg. Well, don't wrap it around your leg. unless you want to give yourself a wax. Wrap it around anything round that you got in your kit. This was $1. Why spend $5 on a roll of duct tape? Actually, I don't think it's $5. I don't know what Gorilla duct tape costs, but it's certainly more than $1. There you go, $1 roll of duct tape. Take some off, throw it around something, even a lighter, you're good to go. Speaking of tarps, I have a very large tarp, and I have a smaller tarp. My small tarp cost me about $40. It's a great tarp. Keeps the rain out. What else does it do? Keeps the snow out. What else is a tarp for? Keeping the rain out, keeping the water off. This thing also keeps the water off. It's a 9x12 and it's $1. Why not use it? It may not have grommets, but I will show you in another video coming up when we actually go out and do a dollar store survival challenge. I'm gonna go and spend like $10, $15 at a dollar store and go out in this kind of weather and stay warm. So here you go. There's a tarp right there. 9x12, $1. You can use your duct tape to patch holes in if you're worried about that. One other thing that I'm gonna do is I love alcohol stoves. Now what is an alcohol stove? An alcohol stove is 2 cans, one bigger on the outside, shorter, and a taller one on the inside. And all you do is you put a wick around the outside, nestle that taller one in there, put alcohol inside it, you gotta hollow this one out, and it draws that alcohol up and creates a nice quiet flame. Perfect if you're sleeping in a hammock, or even if you're sleeping on the ground, to just reach over, light your stove, plop the thing on the top, whatever you want to put on the top of it. In this case, I'm getting an 1,100 milliliter pot, so I'm gonna make a bigger one. And have your breakfast right there, ready to go. A hot drink, something especially in cold weather you want to do right when you wake up is have something warm. I'm gonna make one out of these. And what is used inside those is something called heat. Heat, depending on where you can get it, is usually right around $5. This is the same thing, and it's $1. It's even larger. I think heat is 7 fluid ounces. Don't quote me. This is 11, and $1. I'm gonna use this from now on. But there you go, $1 instead of 5. Another thing, if you don't want to put an Algene bottle inside the bottom of your sleeping bag, you don't trust it even if it's a dollar store bottle, which I probably wouldn't. These little guys, hand warmers. I open one of these, throw 2 of them in the foot of my sleeping bag, and I have gone down to 8 degrees and never had cold feet. Didn't have anything extra around my feet but my sleeping bag. And those suckers right there kept my feet warm. What I do is I just push them toward the end of my sleeping bag, fill the corners of them. It says it lasts 8 hours. My experience is usually about 4 to 6. So there you go. They also work well when you get to camp, especially if you're hiking. Your feet are going to be wet. Take your socks off, put your extra pair of socks on, and slide one of these inside of your sock. The wet sock. The extra heat will help evaporate the moisture. You're good to go. Another thing, I don't like to eat like a commoner, a peasant while I'm out and about. I like good food, well seasoned. Why not carry your seasonings in one of these guys? This is actually a pill organizer. 7 different pills, except you'd be using seasonings. There you go. You got salt, pepper, garlic, onion powder. That's 4 of them right there. You can put Montreal steak seasoning in a 3rd. I don't care, put whatever you want in there, but that I'm going to add as a permanent addition to my kit as well, because I like spices, and I don't like to have to hunt for separate little containers. Tic Tacs, that container is another one people say to use, but they pop open easily. So I'm going to try that guy out. We're good to go. Now, we talked about making fire with alcohol and whatnot, and cotton balls, dryer lint and whatnot. If you're a diehard and really want to use curls, and while you want to learn how to use curls, you're just going to have to go out and practice, but you got to have the right wood. If you don't, how about you make your curls with a pencil sharpener? It's blurry. Hide it. Now is it in focus? Oh well. A pencil sharpener, dual pencil sharpener. You've got what looks to be a 1/2 inch size and a bleh size, who knows, but $1, again, $1. How can you beat it? Sharpen your, this thing will make, you put your stick in there and it'll make nice fine curls coming out of there. Make a pile of them, stick them aside. We're going to use this with the bow drill as well. And the last, well, not the last thing, I got a couple more. I keep a strop with me when I go out. Now, strop is just a piece of leather, usually a hard piece of leather. The thickness varies, and it's got a compound on it. That compound is like, you write it on there like crayon. It's not ever even when you first put it on there. And one of the best ways I found to even it out is douse it in a little bit of rubbing alcohol. Take it, you can use your finger if you want to have a nice shine, take the fingerprint right off your finger and rub it around a little bit with a little bit of rubbing alcohol. The alcohol evaporates and you've got the compound nicely integrated, embedded into the leather. Perfect. Another thing that I've been wanting to use for a while. The last thing is I have been looking for some type of sitting kneeling pad, something that I can put down to keep my knees, keep my backside out of the mud and the dirt, the cold and the wet. I found this. It's a carpet square. At first thought, I'm like, I can't use that, but I touched it and I realized it's foam. The inside is foam. It's soft. So I'm gonna actually cut this thing to fit the back of my rucksack. I'm still in the Army here. Fit the back of my backpack and slide it in the backpack there and use it as a sit pad, as a kneeling pad, I'll stick it in the bottom of my sleeping bag for just a little bit of insulation for my feet on the really, really cold days when I'm out in my hammock. But there you go. Last item. So those are a few things I picked up at the dollar shop. I don't even think we spent 20 bucks on all this. And honestly, if you were to get that at a specialty store, you'd probably spend 50, 60 bucks. Even at Walmart, you're going to spend a lot more than what we spent. And I got everything that I'm going to use on my next camping. Well, not everything. Well, yeah, I got almost everything that I'm going to use on my next trip, which is going to be probably a survival thing. We'll make a shelter with that tarp. I'll show you how to hook up a tarp without the use of grommets, and I think we'll do well. Anyway, I really appreciate you watching the video. If you stayed this long, hit the thumbs up, give it a like, subscribe if you enjoyed it. There's going to be a lot more content to come, and stay tuned for the bow drill video. I'm going to put that up in probably a week or two. Anyway, thanks very much. You guys are awesome. Head outdoors and enjoy it. Bye. Need more beard.